episode. Thank you. Welcome back to Arifureta Anime Review, episode number 33. We're here reviewing the 39th episode of the series, known as... and it's quite funny of an episode title because it's also titled of Chapter 2 of book. Because the chapter in the book starts at page 101, and they cover roughly about 40 pages-ish, though they do skip something from the episode. There's a big cut they make here. There is a flashback to basically a character who just appeared in the episode, but this flashback does not appear in the episode. Maybe it might appear next episode. Who knows? So we pick up a lot of the last episode, which this is... The book basically has a scene too, where you have Hajime reunite, basically seeing Suzuku, and of course she's like very happy to see him. Of course she give. I actually read the book. This part was actually I think anime original, where in order to heal her wounds, he gives one of her little potion things. I like what they did with Aki, where he basically put it in his mouth and basically dumped in her mouth via giving her first kiss from him. She just proceeds to just put it in her mouth and says, "Do not spit it out," and just swallow basically the little potion that he made in a bullet, mind you. Yes, for some reason he liked putting potions in bullets. Well, that's actually quite original, and plus also at least in the bullets they don't. It's not glass because potions are usually kept in glass bottles a lot of the time in these fantasy-based series, and this one is kept in a bullet. So, then the whole thing is basically trying to overcome, basically, her opponent. And then, of course, she proceeds to have one more strike and knocks the hairband out of her hair. A hairband has been in her hair since episode 1 of the series. It is cut. So, and her copy is defeated. So... He apparently did not. Of course, he asked a little later, "Did you hear the conversation?" No, you spoke very soft. I couldn't hear you. So he makes her a brand new hairband, where she described. By the way, before the battle, I thought it was just so funny. Like, okay, so basically, it's like you need something else. Here's Pink Mask 2, which is basically a Cocker Ranger helmet. It's just like, no, I don't need that. It's not surprising she likes cute stuff. She's like very embarrassed about she loves cute stuff. I thought that was so funny. And if you're curious, was that anime original? Yes, it was, because I reread the chapter. It wasn't there, but I found this to be so funny. And then right afterwards, basically here's the thing. The scene ends with Hajime carrying Suzuku. And him mentioning, "Oh yeah, I gotta tell basically that she's in love with Hajime." He's like, "What?" And you'll get an answer there. Which, by the way, that's how the main story ends in book 9. Yeah, cover that in like 9 minutes. Not bad. Not bad at all. Then we have a scene where we have Free talking to Eri about, well, going to conflict. Apparently Eri's hair is turned white. And she has sported black wings now. And then we come back to the Ice Labyrinth, where we have Shuzu, where she is fighting her double. And her being weak and insecure. And it's a very interesting fight, and of course she wins. She gets knocked out, and then she gets picked, and she wakes up, and she apparently has been carried out by Redru. We don't see his battle per se. Was to cut the little bit out here of basically she called him Big Brother. And the book basically says, since when am I basically Big Brother? But a lot of the conversation is pretty much kept in, though they cut a tiny bit. Okay, the flashback to cut out here is basically a flashback of Eri and Suzaku at their school, probably before they got transported back in book 1. Little surprised they cut that, but they kept a lot of our stuff in. And then they go like, oh, they're hoping that maybe it's Kaku or maybe it's Tio. And they come across Tio and she's fighting her double. It's really cool fight scene. It's like, when I saw this, I'm like, wait, is the White Dragon her double? Yeah, I thought this was kind of weird. Yes, of course. Now, I should point out that all the doubles, for some reason, all their skin is like brown. For reasons unexplained. That could be the animators say, oh yeah, that's basically making the skin different. And of course, her outfit, the doubles, is all white. Except for even her hair. I don't get of exactly why. Now, in case you're curious though, for the doubles, the illustration they have here is that the way that the novel presents basically the doubles is that it's like they didn't change the skin color. Nope. In the original illustration they never did. But the anime they did for some reason. Not sure why, but they did. Yes. So she mentioned that she killed a lot of people, smashed a church, and think she enjoyed it, but basically she just talking about fangs, and it's just like fangs are basically used for fighting, not whatever she's talking about. And she's able to actually beat her pretty easily. She apparently used the test to prove herself. And of course, she's still kind of pervert in the end because she still thinks basically Hydra's gonna punish her. And that's the episode. A pretty good episode. If you're curious, like how, like basically in a way that's roughly about 40 pages. So they covered a lot of material here. I would say like the only thing I saw was major, like aside from the flashback, was basically bits and pieces of conversation. But I would say the good meat of the story is still here. And now basically, this series has done something that is never done before in the previous 2 seasons. We're getting episode 14 next week. Because in the previous seasons of the show, at this point, it would be the end of the season. Yes. The first season is roughly 13 episodes apiece, and this will be the last episode. But we have 3 more left. And thank you, Astrif, basically, for making the 16 episode season. I keep thinking, like, I think a lot of people watching this series, like, wait, why couldn't you do that with the first season of the show? Or even season 2? Like, why did you wait to season 3 to give it more than 13 episodes? That's a big question mark that I think a lot of people have probably been asking Astrid. Like, why did you give it more? Did you not trust the series to give more than 13 episodes for 2 straight seasons? Actually, in the way the story wrapped up episode 12 last season, and 13 was like an OVA. So it was actually a bit shorter. But this episode, we had just a few more to go. Now, now a lot of people are hoping they might get book 9, which they did that. I would say now we're on book number 10. Book 10 is now, like I said, they just started here this episode. I'm hoping they don't rush book 10. Because once there's book 10, they have roughly 4 books left of the entire series' depth. Yes, believe it or not, 4 books left to go. And the next book is set to come out in just under 5 months. Yeah. But still good episode. Can't wait for next week. Now, head on to the world. I'm going to have to push that to tomorrow due to not much time. But I do have time to do a comment corner, which that will be next. So please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications, and do not hit the dislike button. Okay, next video. Bye.